Welcome back everyone, I'm Kate Plays Games, this is EVE Online. As you can see from the cathedral surroundings, we're still in Amarr space, and we're still doing our faction and pirate cruiser series, all about running combat anomalies and Highsec, and hopefully some escalations as well. What are we doing today? Today we are doing the Auguror Navy Issue. This is what it looks like, it looks sweet. The Auguror Tech 1 is a remote repair ship. The Auguror Tech 2 is known as a Guardian, and that is also a remote repair ship. The Augoror Navy Issue, however, is a heavy combat ship. It only has 2 bonuses, and that's it. For each level of the Amarr cruiser skill, you get a 25% bonus to medium energy turret damage. Now that's nice, because at level 5 like I have, that means 125% bonus damage, which is great. And a 10% bonus to ship armour hit points. Not all that useful for PvE. You don't usually do an armour buffer tank in PvE, so that's kind of useless. It's nice to have 50% more hit points, don't get me wrong, but we really care about resistances and repair rate. Looks pretty cool. I do like all the armour plating on this thing, looks sweet. On the fitting screen we have 5 high slots, 3 of which can be turrets. Okay, so 3 turrets, a probe launcher and probably empty, 3 mid-power slots, not nice, 7 low slots, which is nice, 3 rigs and 400 calibration. Because this is a navy and not a pirate ship, it gets 400 calibration, pirate get 350. Only has a 15 megabit a second drone bandwidth and a 15 cubic meter drone bay, so the most this thing can do is 3 little baby light drones. So how about we get down to work and make this fit? I think we're going to go long range again. So we're going to go beam lasers, and because there's only 3, we can probably get 3 heavy beam laser 2 on this thing, yeah, easily. And then we're going to do Sister's Core Probe Launcher. Propulsion wise, because we're fighting at long range, when we kill things we need to swoop in nice and fast to pick up the wrecks, and that means our Australian microwatt drive, we'll just turn it off just now, just simulate it being fitted but not online. Engineering equipment, yeah, we're going to need a compact cap battery on this, and I think we'll do a tracking computer in the last mid slot. Low slots, armour tank this thing obviously, reactive armour hardener, medium armour repairer 2. Then I'm going to want 3 heat sinks, at least. 2 and 3. Let's get some charges in the guns. Let's put multi-frequency on first and see how we deal with that. Now, the range is between 17 and 27, so that's pretty good. That's really good for anomalies. Most anomalies drop you somewhere between 12 and 30, so that's just about perfect. Damage is pretty nice at 441. We've kind of been hitting the high 300s, 400 mark all the way through this series, apart from some ships that get stupid amounts of damage, so that's about normal. I think I'll do a cap power relay in the low slot, do a couple of cap rigs as well and see where we are, what else we can do. Let's do a Tech 2 and a Tech 1 cap control. Stable. Okay, we do need the cap power relay. Final rig, Tech 2 targeting speed, just so we can target lock things faster. And on that note, I think we'll do a Tech 2 signal amplifier as well. Drones wise, I suppose we'll put some drones on this thing. Not that they're going to probably never be even deployed, but you know what, we have them. So I think that's how we're going to go. We'll put some Aurora in the cargo bay as well, because why not? So I think that's how we're going to go. It's very similar to some other fits we've made, but you know what, if it works, it works, and it worked last time, so I see no reason why it wouldn't work this time. One thing I am slightly concerned about is the resistances. I mean, theoretically we could get rid of the signal amplifier and the reactive armour hardener and replace it with an EM and a thermal independent hardeners. I don't think we would need that though, because we're able to kill things from quite a distance In fact, let's have a look at standard M. What's standard M like? Between 33 and 43. It's the same damage, exactly the same damage as Aurora. So Aurora is like radio M distance, but standard M damage. Maybe we'll keep 3 standard M on board as well. But for most of the work, we're actually able to use multi-frequency with this thing. That's quite nice. Right, so I shall go and purchase this, and then we'll undock this thing and go and have some fun somewhere in Amarr space. And here we are. It's short, it's squat, it looks like a flying collection of armour plates. I think it looks pretty sweet. Do we have any skins? We do have skins. We have biosecurity responders, nice, or cold iron, which instantly makes any Amarr ship into something Batman would fly. Let I go for biosecurity? Why not? That looks pretty sweet. Right, let's undock and find somewhere to hunt. Well, so far this target constellation has been a bit of a bust. I'm 3 systems in and I found 1 refuge. We're en route to that right now. And we'll see who's here. Well, the only person in local is me, which is a good thing. Let's see how this ship performs. That's missing rather a lot. I'm not a fan of that. That didn't miss, okay. I'm slightly close. We want to be between 17 and 34 and I'm under 17. Being within optimal range means tracking's a lot more important and the tracking is not superb. I mean, it's okay. I'd rather be slightly further away. That's more like it. Bam, one-shotting these destroyers because we're doing more damage in previous fits. Oh, that's the end. Oh dear.
Warp drive active.
Well, let's keep on the hunt, see what else we can find. Okay, next system over. There's tons of sites, but almost all of them are to do with the event, which at the time of recording is the Crimson Harvest, and everything else is just absolute garbage and homefront operations. Okay, we've got 1 site to run and it's a hideaway. And some signatures. The name of the commander in this section of space is True Sansha. Very easy to spot. All the rest will just say Sente or Centum. But the True Sansha really stands out because it's quite radically different. But so far, nothing. I think I may have to move to another constellation. Having said that, one of the two remaining combat signatures is a combat site, and it's not resolved at 2 AU. That's encouraging. Could be a watch? Sansha watch? No, it's one of the terrible, terrible rogue drone DED sites. Now, this is nice. This signal has spawned all the way over here. Now, one thing which is a leftover from the olden days of EVE is that all sites spawn within 4 AU of a planet. So what I've done, I've put my probes on 4 AU and I've stuck them straight over the top of this planet. And hopefully in one scan we'll change this big red globe to a tiny little red dot somewhere in here. Even better, we got a yellow combat site. That's sped things up a bit. It just saves you one entire scan cycle. Instead of having to scan at 8 AU, then reposition, then scan at 4 AU, you can go straight to 4 AU. As long as you line it up perfectly on the planet, you're good. Sansha hideout, that's frigates only. Right, let's ignore that and move on. Into another system with butt tons of event sites. So we'll just get rid of those, get rid of the 2 drone assemblies. I've heard rumours that the drone assembly will escalate to a drone 3 out of 10 site, but the drone 3 out of 10 isn't worth running anyway, so there's no point running the drone assembly. The only reason you would is if you're looking for the 5% chance to spawn a sentient drone and hope it drops a sentient damage control or something. That's a wormhole, we don't want that. I'm just pulling a little bit of range away from everything because I'm too close. That's more like it. Just get further away so the tracking's not so much of an issue. When you see a scan result like that, which is 2 dots connected by a dotted line, the dot, which is the actual site, is the one that's furthest away from your probes every single time. So this one will be this dot down here. There it is. It's a relic site, so let's just ignore that.
Warp drive active.
No commander, no escalation yet. Only 2 systems left in this constellation. Oh dearie me. This is a little bit more like it. 3 sites for us to run. I'm not doing the burrow because burrows don't provide any escalation in any area of space, and they're a pain in the ass to run because the sites themselves are about 50 kilometers long and the spawns happen at either end of that and they alternate, so you're constantly moving around from side to side and it's a real pain, and the only reward you get is a 5% chance of a commander to spawn, and it's just not worth your time, so nobody runs burrows. I do wish that burrows would be changed to provide 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 escalations, then people might run them and new players might actually get to experience this kind of content. Because at the moment, in the current state of the game, 3 out of 10 is the lowest rated DED site which spawns as an escalation. And for new players, 3 out of 10 are a little bit too difficult. 1 out of 10 and 2 are fine. I did not spot that another cosmic signature has spawned in the system.
Warp drive active.
Looks like it's within 4 AU of this planet and only this planet, so we'll try the 4 AU method. Stick our probes on 4 AU, get them right on the planet, and hopefully we'll either get a red dot or, even better, a yellow symbol. You got a red dot. But it saved us having to start the scan at ATU, so it saved us all that time. And this is the 30-kilometre version of the hideaway. Targeting failed for some reason. It does do that sometimes, it just fails. Right, we're close enough now. Just approach the telescope. In fact, I approached a little bit too far. You don't really want to be within your optimal range. I wanted to stay a little bit outside it, but kind of screwed it up a little bit. Right, I'll just keep the telescope at the range I want to be. We'll just move away. That's a bit more like it. Pop. And when we do hit, we hit like an absolute train.
Warp drive active.
Again, no commander, no escalation so far. But we do at least have a new constellation to do. Lots of systems to visit. No 0.5 or 0.6. 0.7 is the lowest security of this particular constellation. That means no dens. Dens will give you a 5 out of 10 escalation, and a 5 out of 10 usually needs something like a battle cruiser or a battleship or a Tech 2 cruiser. Or a Tech 2 battle cruiser or a Tech 2 battleship. I prefer using Tech 2 cruisers for them. They're the ideal blend of survivability, damage and speed. But dens only spawn in 0.5 and 0.6 systems, so we will not be seeing any dens in this particular constellation. Targeting speed is still a little bit slow, even though I do have both a signal amplifier and a Tech 2 target speed rig. It's not too bad, I suppose. I'd just rather spend my time shooting at things and target locking them.
Warp drive active.
I'm going to warp to this refuge at 20. Maybe I should have done 10. We'll soon see if that was a good idea or not. That doesn't look terrible. Fall off range 27. Most things will be on direct approach, so we should hit them just fine. Yeah, okay, that's maybe a good idea. Yeah, okay, this seems to be working. Yeah, long range makes PvE just trivial. We are being tracking disrupted, so let's put our range down to like 24. But we got them in the end. Let's keep this guy at range 17. That means I'm approaching him, he's approaching me. Should be no trouble to pick him off. There we go. Same with these guys, just keep one of them at range at 17. Once again, there's all kinds of myths about refuges and these two gun turrets, how not blowing them up gives you an increased chance of commanders and escalations. It's untrue, even though we did just spawn a commander and I didn't blow up the gun turrets, that means nothing. I have done extensive spreadsheeting over many thousands of sites, both destroying the gun turrets and not, and the chance works out the same. You get the same results whether or not you destroy it. This guy has dropped a true Sansha small focus pulse laser worth 10.4 million. Well, thank you.
Warp drive
I'll
active.
take that, thank you very much. A little bit of a bonus there, and on we go. Right, next system over, we have a combat site on scan. Will I clear this hideaway? It's an acclimatization facility. That is a 2 out of 10 that only lets in destroyers as a maximum class of ship. Damn it. If it was a command relay outpost, that's a 3 of 10.
Warp drive active.
If it was the occupied mining colony, that's the 4 of 10, which kicked our ass last time we ran it. Military outpost is 1 of 10. As we see, the 1 and 2 of 10s are very rare. They used to be not rare. They used to actually spawn at static beacons, which meant they were always available all the time. And they used to operate very differently. The way the sites worked is that they have a gate and you need a key to get through the gate, and the gatekeeper only respawned every hour. But even then, they were farmed literally 24/7 and they all got botted to hell. So eventually the developers decided that we were depressing the market for the modules, or we were making too much money from the modules, so they moved them all to the scanning system, which was a bit of a mistake because it denied new players these static beacons. Ah, we have a boss. Because new players could just go to these static beacons and run a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 whenever they wanted. Well, if they could find the gatekeeper spawn. And now they don't get that opportunity. Now they have to find them by scanning, and they're super, super rare. Absolute garbage in this wreck, so let's just leave.
Warp drive active.
See, I think it would be nice if they changed burrows of all persuasions, like Angel, Sansha, Guristas, all of them. Just change all burrows to have a 5% chance to give either a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10 DED site, and then people might actually run burrows. And new players would have something they can do. Because a new player can easily clear hideaways and maybe refuges with a little bit of skill and good flying, but they'll stand no chance in a 3 out of 10 site. Well, one more system over and things are still as poor as they were. These slim pickings today. And another site with no reward. Oh dear.
Warp drive active.
You join me midway through the 3rd constellation of our trip, and so far we still haven't found anything at all. I found plenty of sites, but I haven't found anything in them. No commanders, no escalations, haven't found any combat sites on scan. Everything's just deserted me, man. There is no luck to be had.
Warp drive active.
I shall keep plodding along, and as soon as I do find something, because I'm not going to stop playing until I do get something, I will of course bring you back and show you what I found. Hey, we finally got our 3 out of 10 escalation. Let's just hope and pray it's somewhere we can get to. It is indeed. Well, thank goodness for that.
Warp drive active.
In the final system of the final constellation, the 3rd and final constellation, we have another escalation. Let's find out where this one is. It also appears to be within range, and we can get there in safety, so that's lovely. God, that took some doing. I've been on the go for about 2 hours across 3 entire constellations, and we have had terrible luck. This is all we found. The only loot we found is this one commander that dropped this small, true Sansha small pulse laser. Other than that, nothing. And we have just these 2 escalations. And here we are en route to the first of our 3 out of 10 escalations. 2 rooms in this site. First room you have to do a full clear. There is a boss. He does drop a 5th tier, I believe, Overseer's loot box, and he has a chance to drop faction gear as well. He does drop a gate key, but that gate key does not operate the gate.
Warp drive active.
The gate is opened once you have killed everything, so the key is completely useless. Even if you keep it in your cargo, it is not consumed when a gate is used because the gate doesn't use the key. So that is one item that needs to be removed from the loot table. Just going to approach the gate from where I am just now. Not with the micro warp drive on, just slow boat. The boss of the room does have really high shield resistance, but not very much armour. In the second room, we will just be sniping the boss and then swooping in, grabbing his loot and leaving. There's no need to do a full clear. Got a little bit close to this guy, so we'll just keep him at range. That's the boss, that's why it's taken so long to die. Right, that's fine. Well, we started working on the boss, so we might as well finish. Again, it's taken quite a long time to go down because it was 90% shield resists. But as soon as the shield goes down, he'll just absolutely disintegrate. As we see, all of his armour off in one big shot. And hopefully his hull as well. Yep, there he goes, he's dead. Let's go and slow boat approach his wreck whilst we annihilate everything else. Not that guy's a little bit too close. Most of the enemies in this site are destroyers. There's a decent amount of DPS in the field if you let them get on top of you. But you can kill them really quickly in a cruiser, so it doesn't really matter. You go, that's the box. That's the useless key which doesn't do anything anymore. And it's a garbage Tech 1 piece of trash which we will not be picking up. Just approach the gate. This guy's a little bit close, so we'll just burn away. There he goes. Gone.
Warp drive active.
Everything in this room is a destroyer apart from the commander, who is a frigate. So let's target lock the one and only frigate. I'm going to reload to standard. Just see if I can't snipe him on the way in. Right, we're close enough now, we can reload to multi-freak. Good thing about laser crystals, they change out instantly. I want to keep him at range now. There you go, dead. So I'll just target lock some other things, swoop in with the micro warp drive, see how many other things we can kill on the way past. And 466,000 ESC, oh dear me.
Warp drive active.
The loot fairy is not happy with me today. And lost target lock because we warped out. Well, that was appalling. What's this? Senti A-type EM coating worth 106,000 disc. Oh, god damn it. Right, I shall see you in another 10 jumps when we're at the other 3 of 10. Fingers crossed it treats us better than this one did.
Warp drive active.
And here we are at 3 of 10, number 2, the last of the sites we're going to be running. Let's hope we get a little more money. Well, I mean, a lot more money. 10.4 million and 106,000 are the 2 pieces of loot we found in this entire run. Across 3 constellations. RN Jesus and the Loot Fairy have deserted us today.
Warp drive active.
I think I'm going to switch over to standard M and just kill as many destroyers as I can before we go in this time. Just from back here. We'll just leave the guns grouped. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Only need 800 DPS, 800 damage to kill each one. No, only 616 that time. Yeah, I think I'll just try and plink everything from here. Why not? That's the last of the destroyers gone. Now I'll ungroup and plink away at each frigate individually. With me lovely beam lasers. Okay, everything seems to be coming closer, so in that case we'll switch over to multi-frequency. Best thing about lasers, of course, is that they instantly switch over ammo. As soon as you tell it to reload, it instantly switches. Well, this seems to be working rather well. Who knew that sitting still and hitting from range was good in PvE? Well, everyone knows that, I just forgot. Got all carried away about closing range with the boss and getting his wreck first. When it's actually a lot easier to clear the whole room and then kill this dude. Right, we'll just keep him at range. We know it's going to take a little time to burn him down. I'll actually put out our 3 drones. They can go and help. They can help reduce his 90% shield resist. I mean, literally, as soon as the shield went down, it exploded. Well, that's a much better way of doing that room, isn't it? And I think I'll do the same in the next room. I'll just change back over to standard. 43k. And this time, literally just the box. Right, that's fine. Let's get through this gate. Or will I switch to Aurora? I think we'll go for Aurora. Optimal range 59, fall off 69. Nice. What is our targeting range? 69. Nice.
Warp drive active.
This time I will try and snipe the boss from here. No, I won't. Yeah, these guys are so close, I'm going to go over to standard. Between 33, 43. Absolutely dead on. Totally chill. Well, I think this ship's quite good at running this site. What do you think? No more than 2 shots to kill each enemy in the room. Apart from the commander, obviously, who's going to take quite some time. Because he is an annoying little weenie. Mind you, we did just take half his shield down in a single hit, so that was quite good. Just keep him at range. He's a little bit close. There he goes. Boom, dead. Drones come back. Let's grab the loot. Fingers crossed we've actually got some money. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? What do we think? Literally nothing other than the Overseer's box. Oh, who have I annoyed today? What have I done to deserve such treatment?
Warp drive active.
That's just appalling. Right, I'll see you back in Amarr and we'll do a debrief. Oh dear. Well, we made it back to Amarr safe and sound. Not that anyone's going to gank us for the terrible loot we've got. We ran lots of sites. I went through 3 entire constellations of systems and ran every site I could. I was never disturbed. I was never in competition with anyone else. It was just me running all these sites all on my little lonesome. And we only got 2 escalations, and both of them gave us absolutely nothing. In total, we have made 11.6 million ISK. But the ship works fine. The Auguror Navy Issue works alright for PvE. Is it the best? Probably not. Could you get a different pirate or faction cruiser to have much better performance? Probably yes. But I did say I was going to do all the faction and pirate cruisers, and I've kept my word. We're getting towards the end now, so come back next time and we'll take out another one and do exactly the same thing. See if it gets any better performance than this thing did. So until then, do look after yourself, and I'll speak to you again very soon.